Hi, you guys. Welcome back, Dragons. How are you? And if you're new here, my name is Violetta Alexis. I'm a professional tarot reader and studying to become a professional Western tropical astrologer. And I will be using whole sign house systems if you were wondering. So I will be talking about the lunar eclipse in Taurus, which is going to be occurring on October 28th of 2023. Keep in mind that we have been seeing these eclipses that have been happening since November 19th, I want to say, of 2021. So kind of take a look to see what's been going on since November of 2021 in your life in the Taurus and Scorpio areas of your life in your natal chart. So this lunar eclipse, what's a lunar eclipse? A lunar eclipse is essentially a full moon on steroids. And the effects of this lunar eclipse are going to last for the better part of 6 months. Now, this full moon is taking place in Taurus, as you guys very well know. The moon is exalted in Taurus, so what does that mean? That means that the moon does the best with the Taurus energy. The moon does the best in Taurus. Now, this moon, not only that, is also going to be conjunct Jupiter. Jupiter, the planet of luck, expansion, and abundance, is going to be conjunct this full moon. So this to me seems like a bittersweet, and I say a bittersweet because there's going to be Mars, the Sun, and Mercury, which is going to be making an opposition to this lunar eclipse in Taurus. So it feels like we're up against something, or we're meeting like a worthy opponent, or something is challenging us to complete something, or we are completing something and somebody's not happy about it, or we have to finish something up in order to get this thing. And I feel like the Taurus part of our house is kind of going to win in some way, regardless of the opposing forces. Now, the dispositor of this full moon or this lunar eclipse is Venus. Venus is in Virgo. Venus is in her fall in Virgo, and she's at I don't really see anybody else talking about this, but she is at a kill or be killed degree, and she's conjunct Lilith. So Lilith is kind of like our shame, but Lilith can also talk about, where we kind of rebel and go against the grain a little bit. Not only that, but Venus is also making a trine to Uranus, which is also in Taurus in the same house that this lunar eclipse is taking place. So what does that mean? Well, it means that Venus, right, is kind of rebelling a little bit. She's like, fuck you, I'm doing this, I don't care, right? Excuse my French, but that's kind of what's going on. It's kind of like this breaking out of something, because Uranus is where we break out, right? It's where we do something different. It's where we rebel. And so I feel like there's some assertion going on. I feel like the Taurus house in our chart is like, no, this is who I am, or this is what I'm doing, and this is how I'm going to express myself. And I feel like it's going to bring an abundant outcome and a lucky outcome in the long run. Venus is also making an opposition to Neptune, so there's a little bit of maybe some confusion going on, or a little bit of ghosting, or just where we're not sure about something in the Neptune part, where Neptune is in your natal chart. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go start with Aries, and then I'm going to finish off with Pisces. Hello, Aries. How are you? Welcome to your lunar eclipse in Taurus horoscope that is going to be occurring on October 28th of 2023. So you guys have been having eclipses happening in this Taurus part of your chart, which is your second house of self-esteem and self-worth and self-value, and also the money that you're making, the money that you're bringing in since November. I believe it's 19 of 2021. So now this is the grand finale. And so we're going to start having these eclipses in your sign and also in Libra. So whatever this is, right? These are money houses. So the second house where you make money, the eighth house is what you owe and other people's money. Now, what I notice about this full moon is that your ruler Mars is going to be in the eighth house. The eighth house is about other people's money. So for some of you that have been relying on some kind of government assistance, you've been relying on credit cards, you've been relying on a partner. I don't feel like that's happening anymore. I feel like there's this sense of you kind of, I want to say kind of like taking your power back in a way, where maybe you felt in debt to others, or maybe where you quite literally have debts, trying to pay off debts. I feel like there's something coming in financially for you that is really going to help you figure these things out. Now, keep in mind that the moon is exalted in Taurus, and this moon is also conjunct Jupiter. If you know anything about Jupiter is highly benefic, right? Now, Jupiter obviously rules your 12th house. as well as your ninth house. I feel like this is something that maybe you've kept the faith for, or that you're needing to keep the faith for, especially in regards to your self-worth. Getting rid of self-sabotaging behaviors when it comes to, self-defeating tendencies when it comes to your finances. Making sure that you have enough money kind of stacked away for a rainy day, etc. Maybe you guys are closing in on a job. Maybe you guys are finding a new stream of income in some way. Maybe it's a spiritual business, right? With Jupiter ruling your 12th, Jupiter ruling your ninth. But I feel like at the end of the day, you guys are going to stop relying on something, or you guys are going to have the opportunity to probably pay off some kind of debts. Now, the ruler of this full moon is Venus, and Venus is in your 6th house. She's also conjunct Lilith. She's making a trine to Uranus, and she's making an opposition to Neptune. So where you may feel like you want to rest, recuperate, relax, chill out a little bit, no. This is kind of like, if you want this, you can have this, but you're going to have to work for it. The North Node is also in your 1st house. So obviously the moon has everything to do with the nodes. And so with the North Node that's going to be transiting your 1st house here, and it has been, this is all about you being more self-sufficient, self-reliant, being more independent. You already are a very independent sign, but you guys have had Chiron in your 1st house as well, so there can be some wounds around that. And I feel like this is basically going to raise your self-esteem. Anything else? With that Venus conjunct Lilith, I feel like this is something that, if it's debts, maybe it's something that you've had some kind of shame around, or if you have other people that are trying to, like, I don't know, who knows, maybe take your clients, right? Venus does represent your 7th house, whatever it may be. You're kind of rebelling. You're like, no, I'm going to put in the work. I'm going to do this, basically. Okay. So thank you so much, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. No, sorry. I thought I was doing tarot for a second. Thank you so much, Aries, Sun, and Rising. Make sure that you leave a comment below and let me know how this is working out for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you'd like to become a part of my personal and private Discord, get access to perks, or become more of a personalized part of my channel and make potential revenue from my channel, make sure that you go ahead and click the link that says become a more personalized part of my channel with Gigastar. Click the link and I'll take you right to the page, so that way you can access more information. Also, make sure that you're following me on Twitter and Instagram. All of that information can be found in the description box below. Good luck. Hello, Taurus and Taurus rising. Welcome to your lunar eclipse in Taurus in your sign, which is going to be occurring on October 28th of 2023. So Taurus, woo, you guys have been going through it. I know that you are ready for this to be over. Now keep in mind that just because the lunar eclipse is happening on the 28th does not mean that you are out of the water. This is going to last for 6 months or maybe more, the effects of this at the least. However, I feel like this is very positive. The moon in Taurus is exalted. The moon is conjunct Jupiter, which is the most benefic the most benefic planet, and it's in your 1st house of self. This is where we go to initiate things. I will say, however, that it is going to be opposing the sun, as with all full moons or lunar eclipses, naturally, and also going to be making oppositions to Mars and Mercury. So, a little food for thought, right? Something that you're doing. There's some kind of new identity. Some kind of way that maybe you're wanting to express yourself. There's something that you're doing that other people are not in an agreement with. Maybe it's your client base. Maybe it's a partner. It's something that you are accomplishing where other people may have tried to stop you in some way. But I feel like with this moon conjunct Jupiter, it makes me feel like you are successfully completing this thing. Now, I'm wondering, because the ruler of Venus here is in, the ruler of this full moon, the ruler of this lunar eclipse is Venus, and she's going to be transiting your 5th house of dating, creativity, romance, etc. The 5th house is also where we go to express ourselves. You are Venus. Why? Because you are ruled by Venus. So whatever Venus is doing is kind of what you're doing. Basically, it's the archetype of you. Not only that, but Venus is at a kill or be killed degree, and she's also conjunct Lilith. Not only that, but she's opposing Neptune, and she's also making a trine to Uranus in your 1st house of self. So this to me makes me feel like you are lighting up like a star with that trine to Uranus, and you are rebelling. Uranus, rebellious. Lilith, rebellious. And there's somebody that doesn't like it, or somebody that is trying to stop you. Almost feels like some kind of competition. Now, with Venus making an opposition to Neptune, you could be like, where's my support? Where are my friends? Where are the people that are supposed to be supporting me? But I feel like it doesn't really matter, because I feel like I'm not saying it doesn't matter, but there's something that you're still winning at. It could be something financially with making this conjunction to Jupiter. Jupiter rules your 8th house. Maybe you're finally paying off some debt, or maybe you're making money from other people's money, right? Jupiter also ruling your 11th house. You're going to find, this is like saying you're going to find the support regardless, whether people agree with it or they're trying to stop you or whatever it is. So whatever that thing is. And this could also be, just keep it simple, around your appearance and the way that you're expressing yourself. And for some of you, it could also be around like your career or something like that. Like maybe you're trying to take some kind of hobby and you're trying to turn it into a career, right? With the North Node that's going to be going through your 12th house, that has been going through your 12th house. Maybe you're finding a way to work easier instead of work harder for some of you. I also feel here you guys are going to be spending a lot of time alone. So there's something that you're doing where you're like, this is me, this is what I'm doing. Now I'm going to be doing what I love behind the scenes. I'm going to be working behind the scenes. I'm going to whatever it is that you're going to be doing. This could also be in regards to some kind of a relationship. You and a person could be at odds. This could be a culmination of a relationship. This could be somebody being like, I want to marry you, let's do this. And you're like, right? It really just depends. I feel like you're being more high vibrational. You're like, no, this is how I want it. Venus trine to Uranus. These are the changes I'm making, and that's it. So whether somebody likes it or not, doesn't really matter, does it? So Taurus, thank you so much and good luck. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you'd like to become a part of my personal and private Discord, get access to perks, or become more of a personalized part of my channel and make potential revenue from my channel, make sure that you go ahead and click the link that says become a more personalized part of my channel with Gigastar. Click the link and I'll take you right to the page, so that way you can access more information. Also, make sure that you're following me on Twitter and Instagram. All of that information can be found in the description box below. Good luck. Hello, Gemini and Gemini risings. Welcome to your lunar eclipse in Taurus, which is occurring on October 28th, 2023. So what's up, Gemini? You guys are going to be having this lunar eclipse that's taking place in your 12th house. The 12th house is where we go to rest. It can also talk about working behind the scenes, creativity, rest and recuperation, etc. Also spirituality. And we have oppositions with Mars, Mercury, and the Sun, which is occurring in your 6th house of work and day-to-day routine, and also your health. I will say this, there could be some health issues that maybe crop up. I'm not trying to like freak you out. Don't freak out. I'm not saying like you got cancer, right? I'm just saying there could be some health issues that crop up that's kind of making you be like, you know what? No, I'm taking a break. I need to heal myself. I need to rest. I need to recuperate. Maybe you have coworkers calling you and can you cover my shift? Can you help me with this? And you're like, no, I'm resting, I'm relaxing. Maybe you are trying to fix some kind of addiction, self-sabotaging behavior. I feel like whatever it is going to culminate. It is going to help you in some way. Now, the lunar eclipse is being ruled by Venus. Obviously, Venus is in your 4th house at the time, and she is conjunct Lilith. Not only that, but Venus is directly opposing Neptune in your 10th house of career, so this could be something to do with work. And she's also making a trine to Uranus in your 12th house. So with Uranus being in your 12th, this is you. Maybe for a while you have been really delving into some self-sabotaging behaviors, mental health issues, maybe even working on something behind the scenes. Uranus also rules your 9th house, so this can be like your faith, God, what you believe in, right? Your philosophy on life. And so there's something that's happening where maybe work is calling, right? And you're like, yeah, no, work can wait. I'm not doing this. I am creating something at home. Venus also rules your 5th house of creativity. Maybe you're creating something at home. Maybe you're wanting to spend more time at home. This is like rebelling. Like, no, I'm not coming into work. F you, right? Or no, I'm not really focused on my status or reputation right now. There are some things that I need to close up over here. Talking to a therapist at this time may be beneficial for you. Let me see. Jupiter rules your 10th house. This could also be like you working on something behind the scenes. And it could be for your career, essentially. The moon rules your second house. So for some of you, you are quite literally maybe finding a way to actually work from home. That could absolutely be it. Maybe make money behind the scenes from home, because you're like sick and tired of like showing up at the office, you know, like go F yourself. It's like you're kind of tired of it. You're tired of the hustle and bustle, which could absolutely be the case. But whatever it is, right? I feel like you guys are really closing out on any self-defeating tendencies, mental health issues, etc. And with the North Node being in your 11th house, and it's going to be in your 11th house for quite a while, and with Chiron being there as well, there may have been some wounds around your dreams and your goals and the things that you actually aspire to. You know, maybe it's like you're wanting to quit your day job to really, maybe you're going to pursue some big dream and focus on the people that you surround yourself with, right? You are who you surround yourself with. And so who your friends are tells me who you are, right? My grandma used to always tell me that. I don't know where the hell she got it from. So I feel like there's going to be maybe a big shift or a big focus on some big goal that I feel is really going to benefit you in the long run. So yeah, you'll be seeing the effects of this within 6 months or so. Okay. So, Gemini risings, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you'd like to become a part of my personal and private Discord, get access to perks, or become more of a personalized part of my channel and make potential revenue from my channel, make sure that you go ahead and click the link that says become a more personalized part of my channel with Gigastar. Click the link and I'll take you right to the page, so that way you can access more information. Also, make sure that you're following me on Twitter and Instagram. All of that information can be found in the description box below. Good luck. Hello, Cancer and Cancer risings. Welcome to your lunar eclipse in Taurus, which is going to be occurring on October 28th of 2023. Keep in mind that the effects of this lunar eclipse are going to last for the better of 6 months. So you guys are going to be having this lunar eclipse here that's going to be occurring in your 11th house of goals, dreams, aspirations, and groups, communities, networking, your audience if you have one. The moon is exalted in Taurus, so it does the best in Taurus. Not only that, but the moon is going to be conjunct Jupiter. Jupiter does rule your 9th house of spirituality, your higher purpose, God, travel, and Jupiter also rules your 6th house. There could be something for some of you. You guys may be completing something with a group of people or for a group of people of some way, something that maybe you've been working on. This could be in regards to some big goal or dream or a higher purpose aspiration that you've had, and you're finally completing it. You're finally doing it. The ruler of this lunar eclipse is Venus, and Venus is over here in your 3rd house of communication, short distance travel, right, the way that you think, and she's conjunct Lilith. And not only that, but she's making a trine to Uranus, which is also in your 11th house where the lunar eclipse is taking place. So Uranus is all about breaking away. And for you, I mean, Uranus is already about change, but Uranus also rules your 8th house, which talks about change. So it feels like you're communicating something, or maybe the way that you're expressing yourself when it comes to your dreams and ambitions. Maybe you guys are completing a writing project. Maybe you guys are, going to start a podcast, or you have a podcast idea or some kind of writing thing. It feels like what you're doing is you're rebelling a little bit. You're breaking free of like the norms of how you used to communicate in some way. It feels like you're expressing yourself. Now, you do have these oppositions to the Sun, Mercury, and Mars, which is going to be in your 5th house of dating, creativity, and romance. You may feel like there's somebody in your life, whether it's somebody that you're dating, somebody like maybe a child or something like that, that somehow inhibits your freedom of expression, or is kind of trying to pull you away from this friend group or pull you away from this dream or this ambition. I don't think that you're going to give a fuck. I really hate to say that, but I really don't think that you're going to give a fuck. I really feel like there's something very spiritual to this, whatever that may be. There's something very spiritual to this. Just because you also have that opposition here to Neptune in the 9th house. And oppositions don't always have to be super bad or anything like that. But I feel like you're going to be associating yourself with more like guru types or more spiritual types in some way. Now, obviously, you guys are Cancer, right? So new moons, full moons, whatever it is, they're always going to directly involve you. So this is definitely something with you and you as a person and how you're asserting yourself and how you're showing up in the world. Because shortly after that, well, not shortly after that, even now, you have the North Node that's going to be traveling through your 10th house of career and reputation. So it's like what you're doing for a career is going to change because it's going to be directly involved with your aspirations or your bigger goals, is what I feel like. And so you're definitely going to be starting to show up differently in the world. And people are going to be seeing you differently. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you'd like to become a part of my personal and private Discord, get access to perks, or become more of a personalized part of my channel and make potential revenue from my channel, make sure that you go ahead and click the link that says become a more personalized part of my channel with Gigastar. Click the link and I'll take you right to the page so that way you can access more information. Also, make sure that you're following me on Twitter and Instagram. All of that information can be found in the description box below. Good luck. All right. Hi, Leo. Welcome to your lunar eclipse in Taurus, which is occurring on October 28th, 2023. Now, keep in mind, just because this is happening on October 28th, you are not free from this eclipse. The eclipse effects will last for approximately 6 months, but I don't feel like it's bad, to be honest. And I'm going to tell you why. We're having a lunar eclipse in your 10th house of career and reputation, how you're showing up in the world and your responsibilities. Obviously, the lunar eclipse involves the moon. The moon is in Taurus. The moon does the best in Taurus. And not only that, but the moon is conjunct Jupiter. We love Jupiter, right? Jupiter is the ruler of your 8th house and also the ruler of your 5th house. So there's a lot of change going on. There's a lot of change in regards to how you're showing up and how you're expressing yourself. Maybe you're finally getting that promotion. Maybe you are deciding that, you want to work from home now. And so you're kind of trying to figure out with these oppositions, Sun, Mars, and Mercury in your 4th house of home and family, making a direct opposition to this lunar eclipse in Taurus in your 10th. You may be like, I wonder how I can work from home. Maybe I need to retire. Some of you could be retiring. Some of you could be finally closing out on a job that you just don't want to do anymore because you kind of want to break free from it. The ruler of this lunar eclipse is Venus. Venus is in your 2nd house of self-worth, self-value, and the money that you're making. Not only that, but she is conjunct Lilith. Lilith is she's kind of like the rebellious one, right? It's like where we feel shame or where we rebel against something. Not only that, but Venus is also making a trine to Uranus. And Uranus is kind of like a planet of rebellion, of breaking free from something. So maybe you are breaking free from an old way of like expressing yourself. With Jupiter representing your 5th house, that can represent how you express yourself. So maybe there's something that you're changing in the way that people view you, maybe you're changing something in regards to your relationship status for some of you. Uranus does rule your 7th house of one-on-one relationships. Maybe you're changing your relationship status. But I think that a lot of you now, with the North Node being in your 9th house, there's going to be a very big focus on your guys' higher purpose, on what your true, honest to God calling is, and how you can more pursue that effectively. So I feel like the bigger changes that you make, or the better that you free yourself from whatever this is, the more money that you're going to make in some way with that trine between Venus and Uranus. So I think that this is going to be pretty beneficial. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be pretty beneficial. I feel like it's going to be awesome, to be honest, in my personal opinion. But I'm a little biased because I'm a Taurus rising, so this is happening in my 1st house. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching, Leo, and good luck. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you'd like to become a part of my personal and private Discord, get access to perks, or become more of a personalized part of my channel and make potential revenue from my channel, make sure that you go ahead and click the link that says become a more personalized part of my channel with Gigastar. Click the link and I'll take you right to the page so that way you can access more information. Also, make sure that you're following me on Twitter and Instagram. All of that information can be found in the description box below. Good luck. Hello, Virgo and Virgo risings. Welcome to your horoscope for the lunar eclipse in Taurus, which is taking place on October 28th of 2023. Keep in mind that you guys will be feeling these effects for the better of 6 months or so. So, Virgo, you guys are going to be having a lunar eclipse that's occurring in your 9th house of trips, travel, higher education, faith, God, spirituality, your higher purpose. And it's going to be making oppositions in your 3rd house to the Sun, Mercury, and Mars. Mercury is your ruler. Mercury rules Virgo. The ruler of this eclipse is Venus, and she's in your 1st house of self. The 1st house is where we go to initiate things. Not only that, but Venus is conjunct Lilith. She's also in an opposition to Neptune, which is in your 7th house of other people and one-on-one partnerships, clients, etc. And she's also making a trine to Uranus, which is also in your 9th house, which is clearly where the lunar eclipse is taking place. So let's start with the basics, right? For some of you, maybe you're taking some kind of trip. There could be a trip that maybe you're taking. It could be with a person, or it could be to go see a person. If it is to go see a person, it almost feels like, because Jupiter rules your 7th house of other people and the moon is in a conjunction with Jupiter and it is opposing Mercury, which is in your 3rd house of communication. And Mercury being you. So whatever Mercury is doing is basically what you're doing. I feel like there's an argument between you and another person about someone coming to see the other person, or you going to visit somebody. If you're at a relationship, if you're in a relationship at a distance, for some of you, I mean, I'm not going to lie, it could be an ending to a new beginning, basically. For some of you, it's you taking that relationship to a higher level of commitment in some way. Now, I feel like you're initiating this. Why do I feel like you're initiating this? Because Venus is the ruler of this lunar eclipse. She is ruling this eclipse. She's also at 18 degrees, a kill or be killed degree, and she's also conjunct Lilith. Well, what's Lilith? Lilith is where we feel shame. Lilith can also be where we rebel, right? So this is like a do or die moment for you, is what it feels like, right? Not literally, okay? But it's like a do or die moment. I need to do this. I have to do this. With the trine to Uranus in your 9th house, it could be like Uranus ruling your 6th house of day-to-day work, routine, etc. There could be like something where maybe you're trying to take a trip to go see somebody and you're able to actually get time off of work, or figure out some kind of scheduling issues. I will say this. If you are traveling, I would make sure that you have all of your documents in order. Whether you're traveling state to state and you need your driver's license, or you are traveling abroad, to a foreign place and you need your passport. Make sure that you're crossing all your T's, dotting all your I's. It could be maybe you going to visit somebody in the home, it could be a family member. Maybe some of you are going to go see a family member as well, or maybe somebody who's like family. The last thing that I want to talk about, the North Node is going through your 8th house, right? So this is like other people's money, but the 7th house is where we get together with another person. We decide whether or not we love another person, like another person. And then the 8th house is where we go to like conjoin finances and come together as one, right? It's where we go that next step. We have sex and we go that next step, right? So, and with the lunar eclipse happening in the 9th house, right, past the 8th house, there's maybe some kind of like, I don't want to say intent, but you're trying to close out on something when it comes to a relationship. Whatever it is, I feel like regardless, I feel like the effects will be positive. It just, I don't know. It's weird. It just feels like it involves another person directly. And it feels like you're kind of in a disagreement with somebody though, or like you're I'll come out there, or like you're going to see, or something like that. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you'd like to become a part of my personal and private Discord, get access to perks, or become more of a personalized part of my channel and make potential revenue from my channel, make sure that you go ahead and click the link that says become a more personalized part of my channel with Gigastar. Click the link and I'll take you right to the page, so that way you can access more information. Also, make sure that you're following me on Twitter and Instagram. All that information can be found in the description box below. Good luck. Hello, Libra. Welcome to your lunar eclipse in Taurus, which is occurring on October 28th of 2023. All right, Libra. So you guys are going to be having this lunar eclipse taking place in your 8th house. This is like stocks, investments. This can be your partner's finances, what's going on with your partner. This can talk about psychology, change, and other people's money. Now, the moon is exalted in Taurus, right? So it does great in Taurus. And the moon is also conjunct Jupiter, which is obviously very beneficial. Now, the reason why I'm wondering, right, it may have something to do with your health. I just say that, Libra, because Jupiter does rule your 6th house of health. It also rules your 3rd house of communication. And so I feel like there's a conversation going on, maybe with your healthcare practitioner, or maybe it's even something in regards to the health of a partner. Okay. I feel like that it could be that. I also want to say the ruler of this lunar eclipse is Venus. Venus is in your 12th house. 12th house of hidden enemies. And she is conjunct Lilith, which can be like the other woman, right? Now, for some of you, maybe you are, Venus is you, right? So maybe you're the other woman. Maybe something comes out about a partner that has, another person, right? A secret comes out, maybe something happens health-wise that kind of reveals that somebody's been screwing around on somebody else. I don't want to make it so negative, but I will say this. This trine that Venus is making to Uranus in the 8th house, this is a like breaking free from. Whatever is going on in the 12th house is what's kind of causing you or another person to break away in some way. Like, F this, I'm fucking out of here. Now, Uranus does rule the 5th house. What's the 5th house? Sex, and dating, and yeah. So it could absolutely be something like that. Somebody could approach another person and be like, hey, I want to let you know, like, your partner has been kind of screwing around on you, or, it can't, I hate to say it, but like real things happen, but it's going to be like beneficial for somebody, for like this person. So I don't know if that's you. Okay. I don't know if that's you. But it's real life, right? Real life, real things happen. Unfortunately, this could also be something around an inheritance. Okay. Something can be going on, maybe about real estate inheritance in some way. It can also be like about insurance matters and what have you. Now, I will say this, the North Node is now transiting your 7th house. So there's going to be a major focus on a specific partnerships or on partnerships in general. So either you're solidifying something, maybe with another person and you and another person's finances, and you're kind of moving forth in some way, or you are going to be closing out a relationship with somebody, or they're going to be closing it out with you and you're going to be maybe moving on. I will be honest with you. I could also see this as, oh gosh, damn it. What was I going to say now? Of course I forgot. Yeah, I will say be careful of Venus in opposition to Neptune in the 6th house. This can be like some confusion around health matters, not being certain about some kind of health results. Okay, but there's definitely something that's going to change here. One last thing, I also wanted to say, if you do have a partner or somebody that is like a partner to you, a spouse or what have you, this could be your partner making crazy money. Like, their money is just soaring. It's going really good. They're killing it when it comes to other people's money, and money basically gravitating towards them and kind of falling in their lap in some way. So maybe a burst of income for your partner. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you'd like to become a part of my personal and private Discord, get access to perks, or become more of a personalized part of my channel and make potential revenue from my channel, make sure that you go ahead and click the link that says become a more personalized part of my channel with Gigastar. Click the link and it'll take you right to the page, so that way you can access more information. Also, make sure that you're following me on Twitter and Instagram. All of that information can be found in the description box below. Good luck. Scorpio and Scorpio risings, welcome to your lunar eclipse in Taurus, which is taking place on October 28th of 2023. Keep in mind that you guys will be feeling the effects of this lunar eclipse for the better of 6 months. So let's go ahead and take a look. So you guys are going to be having a lunar eclipse in Taurus in your 7th house of your intimate partnerships, one-on-one partnerships, and just basically other people, also your client-based marketplace if you have one. The moon is exalted in Taurus. We love that. The moon is also going to be conjunct Jupiter. We love that even more. Jupiter is a super benefic planet. Now, I will say this lunar eclipse is going to be opposing Mars, Mercury, and the Sun in your 1st house of self. So it feels like there is somebody here who's initiating something. This could be a partner. If you do have a partner, this could be this person may be making some money. This could be somebody that maybe you're collaborating with in some way because Jupiter does rule your 2nd house. It could be somebody that you're trying to make money with, or this person is making money. Jupiter also rules your 5th house. There could be somebody who you're like, you know, you got your fist out and you're like, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to talk to this person. I'm going to approach this person. You know, if you're single, or maybe you were trying to solidify a relationship even more. Maybe it's somebody you're trying to sleep with, you know, I'm not going to lie. Or maybe it's just your partner, right? This could also be like a very spicy time, you know, where you and your partner are making out on the couch, you know, you're having sex, you're doing your thing. It doesn't have to be all bad. It can be very, very spicy. Now, for some of you, if you are single, Venus is over here in your 11th house of friends, and she is conjunct Lilith. So for some of you, you could end up meeting somebody new, possibly through like your group or your friends or your clique, right? And it could be bringing in more clients, and you could feel like, oh my God, I have so much to do, blah, 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 blah. But it seems like something that you are ready to initiate in some way. Mars is you, right? You're ruled by Mars, and you're also ruled by Pluto. So I feel like there's a lot of like busyness. There's a lot of communicating when it comes to clients and like pretty much like sealing the deal, right? Now you also have Venus, which is in a trine to Uranus. So, you know, for some of you, it could also be an ending to a relationship. Okay. It could be an ending to a relationship where if you guys are if you guys are having somebody that's kind of breaking away from you in some way, I feel like talking to a friend or, going online and joining a freaking, I don't know, tarot group or a spiritual group or something like that could be very beneficial for you. You guys are going to be having the North Node, or you have the North Node in the 6th house. So there's going to be a lot of focus on your day-to-day, your work, your routine, and what you need to do to make sure that your shit is in order, basically. So this is the finale, right? You guys have had eclipses in your 1st house and your 7th house. This is the grand finale. So this is it. So whatever's been going on since November of 2021, this is a finale. Like this is either we're moving up or we're closing it out, kaput, bye. And you guys are going to be very much focused on your health, your day-to-day, your work, and your routine, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you'd like to become a part of my personal and private Discord, get access to perks, or become more of a personalized part of my channel and make potential revenue from my channel, make sure that you go ahead and click the link that says become a more personalized part of my channel with Gigastar. Click the link and I'll take you right to the page so that way you can access more information. Also, make sure that you're following me on Twitter and Instagram. All of that information can be found in the description box below. Good luck. Okay, hello Sagittarius and Sagittarius rising. Welcome to your lunar eclipse in Taurus horoscope. That's going to be occurring on October 28th of 2023. Keep in mind that the effects of this can last for up to 6 months. So let's take a look. So you guys are going to be having a lunar eclipse, which is essentially a full moon on steroids. The full moon is going to be taking place in your Taurus 6th house of day-to-day work, routine, and your health. The moon is exalted in Taurus, which means it does the best in Taurus. And she's also conjunct Jupiter, which is obviously your chart ruler. I feel like ultimately, especially in the long run, this is going to be beneficial. These eclipses have been occurring in your Scorpio and Taurus axis since November of 2021. So this is a grand finale of whatever this is. For some of you, this could absolutely 100% be about work. This could be about work. For some of you, it could be about health. If this is about health, there may be something that's culminating. Like maybe you're finally closing out on some kind of health issue. Maybe you guys are working out more, configuring a routine that's going to better work for you. I would say be careful of being a lazy ass. You know, I'm just going to be 100% honest. You could be wanting to do absolutely nothing and go back to old bad habits, go back to old self-sabotaging behaviors, you know, go back into a depression or a negative mental state. Obviously, if that's the case, you know, seek out a therapist. I don't feel like a therapist would be totally negative ever, first of all, but especially with Mercury opposing this, Mercury ruling your 7th house, that can be your therapist, you know, and the 12th house does talk about mental health. So maybe you guys really are taking care of your mental health, but I also feel like you guys are maybe coming up with a new schedule or coming up with a new routine, or maybe entering the workspace. Maybe you're going to like an office space, right? And that is obviously going to require you to be a little bit more social. Uranus is here. Uranus can talk about other people, friends, you know, in the 6th house, friends in the workplace. Now, the ruler of this full moon is going to be Venus. Venus is in your 10th house of career. Venus is conjunct Lilith, and Venus is also making an opposition to Neptune in your 4th house, and she's also making a trine to Uranus in your 6th house. So this makes me feel like the more work that you put in to your health, your day-to-day, your work, your routine, the more that your reputation and status is going to change with how people see you out in the world, right? So let's say that you are working out, you're working your ass off, and now because of how hard you work, people are starting to see it. You know, Venus in the 10th house, this can bring on like admirers, you know what I'm saying? Like people that find you attractive, etc., especially conjunct Lilith, very sexy. For some of you, it can be that. For some of you, you're putting in a lot of work, and because of all the work that you're putting in, you know, you're getting in good with the boss. You're forming these business relationships that are essentially going to be very beneficial for you. Now, with this opposition to Neptune in the 4th, you could have somebody in the home, like maybe a family member of some sort that is sick for some of you. It could be a family member that is sick, you know, or there could be some things that you're really needing to take care of when it comes to the home. Maybe, you know, you're needing to move as well. 6th house can represent tenancy if you rent or something like that. Maybe you're closing out on something. Maybe you're closing in on something. But I will say be cautious of like procrastinating is what I'm getting intuitively with that 12th house for some reason. Procrastinating on something or, you know, self-sabotaging by not actually doing anything about health, day-to-day work or routine. You guys are going to be having, have been having the North in your 5th house where there's going to be more of a focus on children, creativity, romance, self-expression, and possibly entrepreneurship for some of you, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you'd like to become a part of my personal and private Discord, get access to perks, or become more of a personalized part of my channel and make potential revenue from my channel, make sure that you go ahead and click the link that says become a more personalized part of my channel with Gigastar. Click the link and I'll take you right to the page so that way you can access more information. Also, make sure that you're following me on Twitter and Instagram. All of that information can be found in the description box below. Good luck. Hello, Capricorn and Capricorn risings. Welcome to your lunar eclipse in Taurus, which is going to be happening on October 28th, 2023. Keep in mind that you guys are going to feel these effects for the next 6 months. Now, this has been going on since November of 2021. So think about what's been going on since then, and that'll kind of give you a hint. This is the grand finale. This is the grand finale of these eclipses happening in your 5th house. What's the 5th house? Dating, creativity, romance. Can also talk about children, right? Now, this being that this lunar eclipse is occurring in this house, for some of you, straight up, you could be figuring out that you're pregnant, okay? Or you could be figuring out that your partner's pregnant or somebody that you've been with, right? You could figure out that this person is pregnant. Now, the moon does the best in Taurus. The moon is exalted in Taurus, which is obviously where this lunar eclipse is taking place. Not only that, but the lunar eclipse is going to conjoin Jupiter. Jupiter is a very, very, very benefic planet. Jupiter rules your 3rd house of short distance travel and communication and education. And Jupiter also rules your 12th house of foreign travel, rest, recuperation, and working behind the scenes, mental health, etc. Now, the ruler of this lunar eclipse is Venus. She's in the 9th house of, you know, higher education, spirituality, faith, travel, you know, higher learning. This can also talk about like, you know, marriages at times or like a higher level of commitment, I guess you could say. And Venus is in a conjunction to Lilith, which is like our shame or where we kind of rebel. And Venus is also making a trine to Uranus in your 5th, which is obviously where the lunar eclipse is taking place. And she is in an opposition to Neptune, which is in your 3rd house. Which I find kind of interesting because this full moon is conjunct Jupiter. Jupiter is ruling your 3rd house. It kind of seems, this is making me feel like there's some kind of surprising communication kind of going on, like a conversation possibly about some kind of pregnancy. Or this can absolutely be somebody that you're dating and you guys kind of trying to solidify that commitment possibly. Or, trying to get pregnant. Maybe you are pregnant, your person's pregnant. This could also be something in regards to like your higher purpose and creativity and your sense of self-expression. Now, I will say that you guys are going to have these oppositions with Mars, the Sun, and Mercury over here in your 11th house of friends, groups, and communities, and also like your bigger goals, dreams, or aspirations. I'm really feeling like this is involving specifically like another person. Like, I don't know if you guys are getting into a relationship of some sort, or if you guys are having a baby, or maybe you're thinking about getting married or something like that, because we have the North Node, which is traveling through your 4th house of home and family. And so I'm wondering if you're getting ready to kind of especially with Jupiter also ruling your 12th house of rest and relaxation. And so I'm kind of feeling like you're wanting to rest, relax, be intimate with a partner, be intimate with somebody that you're dating. Maybe you meet somebody, for some of you, if you're single, you could meet somebody. Maybe you meet somebody and you guys go on a trip, or maybe you go on a trip and you meet somebody, right? It can be something like that. Absolutely. I feel like there's a little bit of maybe confusion when it comes to a conversation that you're having with maybe somebody that you're dating, maybe when it comes to a higher level of commitment, or maybe you're being a little elusive in some way. This could also be, your friends, groups, communities. Maybe they don't like a partner, right? Maybe they don't like somebody that you're dating. Quite frankly, I'm just going to be honest. Or for some of you that are kind of focused more on like leveling up a relationship, or maybe you are like realizing, okay, I have to buckle down and have a kid. Some of your dreams and aspirations kind of have to be put on the back burner. It doesn't mean that you can't pick them back up, right? But for some of you, they could end up kind of being put on the back burner just a little bit, because something is definitely going to be changing there. Also, for some of you, if you are getting married, if you're having a child, obviously your friend groups could change. That could absolutely be it. Your friends change, like for instance, when I stopped drinking, right? When I stopped drinking, I didn't hang out with those people anymore, and so maybe something like that. This could also be maybe some kind of endeavor, some kind of creative endeavor, some kind of project that you're finally finishing in some way. Like I said, you guys do have this trine to Uranus in your 5th house as well. So maybe you're finally doing something that's regarding creativity and like your higher purpose. And because Uranus rules your 2nd house, maybe this is like making you feel like, I can do this, right? This is my purpose. I have faith in this. This is something I can make money from. So yeah, but there's going to be a big focus on home and family, maybe even moving for some of you, or moving in with a partner. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you'd like to become a part of my personal and private Discord, get access to perks, or become more of a personalized part of my channel and make potential revenue from my channel, make sure that you go ahead and click the link that says become a more personalized part of my channel with Gigastar. Click the link and I'll take you right to the page, so that way you can access more information. Also, make sure that you're following me on Twitter and Instagram. All of that information can be found in the description box below. Good luck. Hello, Aquarius and Aquarius Rising. Welcome to your lunar eclipse in Taurus video. This lunar eclipse is going to be taking place on October 28th of 2023. Keep in mind that the effects of this lunar eclipse can last up to 6 months. Now, we've had these eclipses, in your Scorpio 10th house and your Taurus 4th house for the better of, since November of 2021. So this is the grand finale. This is the grand finale of something. You guys are having this lunar eclipse taking place in your 4th house of home and family, and your residency, real estate, and your childhood. And this full moon is obviously happening in Taurus. The moon is exalted in Taurus, which essentially means that the moon does the best in Taurus. And she's conjunct Jupiter, which is obviously a very, very benefic planet. She's going to be making oppositions to Mars, Mercury, and the Sun in your 10th house of career and reputation. And the ruler of this full moon, or this lunar eclipse, is Venus, Venus, which is in your 8th house of other people's money, a partner's money, insurance, taxes, debts, money that you owe, etc. And she is conjunct Lilith, which is rebellion and the shame that we feel. And she's also going to make a trine to Uranus in your 4th house of home and family. And she's going to be making an opposition to Neptune in your 2nd house of self-esteem, self-worth, self-value, and the money that you make. So for some of you, with these oppositions to your 10th house, right, some of you could be landing a new job of some sort, and you could be needing to move for work, especially with this Venus trine to Uranus. It's kind of making me feel like you could have a partner, maybe somebody at a distance of some sort, just because Venus also rules your 9th house. It could be somebody at a distance that maybe needs your financial help, and you're like, I don't know if I got it. You could be moving because of a career and because of maybe somebody at a distance. Like I said, I don't know if it's like a partner or what. But I feel like maybe somebody else's finances are somehow benefiting from you, or you're getting the funds to be able to move. Oh my goodness, excuse me. You're getting the funds maybe to be able to move of some sort. Like I said, for a lot of you, you're going to be landing a job that is going to require a change. It's going to require some kind of travel. So this is going to be very important for you. I will say, let's see, Jupiter does rule your 11th house, and Jupiter also rules your, where am I? Thank you, and your 2nd house. So I feel like this is like you kind of spending money so that you can make money at a new job, or you're spending money on a house. Maybe for some of you, you're closing in on a house, right? Maybe the loan came in and you're able to actually make that change with that trine to Uranus. Now, Uranus is you. Now, this could absolutely be a partner that is benefiting from the changes that you're making in regards to moving or in regards to home life. And this can also just be you simply being able to move successfully and change. Maybe you're even moving out of state, for some of you. And so it just makes me feel like you guys are making some kind of change in regards to your home, family life, etc. I do feel that with Jupiter ruling your 11th house, this could be a big dream of yours. Okay, this could also be like a friend kind of helping you move, maybe a friend kind of helping you, pack some stuff up in the house or what have you. And this could also be something that really raises your self-esteem or your self-worth in some way. So that's what I have for you, honestly, Aquarius. I feel like this was pretty simple, but it's definitely going to be a big change for you guys, okay? So the best of luck to you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you'd like to become a part of my personal and private Discord, get access to perks, or become more of a personalized part of my channel and make potential revenue from my channel, make sure that you go ahead and click the link that says become a more personalized part of my channel with Gigastar. Click the link and I'll take you right to the page so that way you can access more information. Also, make sure that you're following me on Twitter and Instagram. All of that information can be found in the description box below. Good luck. All right, hello Pisces and Pisces risings. Welcome to your lunar eclipse in Taurus horoscope that is going to be occurring on October 28th of 2023. We've been seeing these eclipses happening in your Scorpio 9th house and your Taurus 3rd house since November 2021. So keep in mind that this is like a big finale. Okay, this is a big finale of what's been going on. So think about what's been going on since November 2021, and that may give you a little bit of a hint on what's transpiring. So this lunar eclipse, obviously, in your Taurus 3rd house, the moon is exalted in Taurus. We love that. The moon is also going to be conjunct Jupiter. Jupiter rules your 10th house. Just keep this in mind. Jupiter is also your ruler or your co-ruler, right? There's going to be a bunch of oppositions. Mars, Mercury, the sun in your 9th house of higher education, travel, higher purpose. It can also talk about marriages, keep that in mind, legalities. The dispositor, the ruler of this lunar eclipse is Venus. She's in the 7th house of one-on-one partnerships, clients, business, marriage, partnerships, etc. Can also be open enemies, but I'm not really focused on that. Venus is conjunct Lilith, and Venus is in a trine to Uranus in the 3rd house. Uranus rules your 12th house of rest, recuperation, creativity, mental health, etc. Okay, so you guys are going to be having a culmination here in your third house. So this can talk about like you guys realizing what your purpose is possibly, okay? You guys being like, this is what I want to do. This is my higher purpose. This is what I'm going to proceed with. However, in order to do that, I need to learn this skill set first. Maybe you guys want to be a fucking life coach, right? Maybe you want to be a life coach, but you're like, well, I need to take the actual courses and get a certification, right? You don't have to have a certification to become a life coach, but I'm just saying maybe you want to, right? It can be something like that. This could also be legalities. I feel like once Jupiter does go direct, I think it's in December at some point, I feel like legalities will make more sense. I feel like you and your lawyer are maybe trying to get things together, some documents. You could like get a document or something like that that's like, oh my God, some kind of breakthrough document that kind of helps your case in some way. You also have Venus, which is in an opposition to Neptune. Now, keep in mind, if this is about like a romantic partner of some sort, I feel like it could be possible that this romantic partner, being that Mercury here in the 9th house of foreign travel or long distance, if this is like a long distance partnership, you could be having a conversation with somebody at a distance where this person is like, I want to come see you. That's it. I'm getting a ticket. I'm doing this, right? It's conjunct Lilith. Lilith is like, maybe this person feels guilty about something. Keep that in mind. Okay. Lilith can talk about our guilt. And Lilith can also talk about like where we're rebelling, like, no, I'm doing this. Right. So it doesn't necessarily have to be about guilt. But it absolutely could be. I feel like this is something that you don't see coming. And I just want to say that because Uranus rules your 12th house. 12th house can be like our blind spot, right? So this is maybe something like you don't see coming. Maybe this person surprises you, in your local neighborhood. Hey, it's me, It can be something like that. Keep that in mind. I also want to say that you may get, for some of you, okay, this is very few of you, but I'm just going to say it. There may be somebody who wants to marry you. There may be somebody who wants to propose to you. Keep in mind, this lasts for 6 months. That wants to, Jupiter ruling your 10th house, Jupiter also being you, that wants to marry you, that wants to get engaged for whatever reason. This could be also, I'm not going to lie, Uranus, making the trine to Uranus here. It can also talk about bedroom pleasures. You and somebody maybe having makeup sex, or you and somebody at a distance finally coming together in some way. Let's see. I also want to say, yep, because the moon also rules your 5th house of sex. It also rules your 5th house of sex. Be careful of getting pregnant, all right? 5th house can represent pregnancy, anyway, I'm not going to go into that, right? But it can be something like that, okay? For some of you, you're finishing a writing project of some sort, and, it could be bringing people in. You could have somebody that is visiting you to help you in some way. Maybe you got sick, or maybe there's somebody you're collaborating with when it comes to some kind of writing project or some kind of podcast. Maybe you guys are doing some kind of podcast, writing some kind of podcast, finally finishing it and getting ready to launch it, right? 9th house can be like where we have our launches, but like first you need to complete it. And so I feel like you guys are doing that, and I feel like whatever it is likely going to be really successful, and not to mention the moon is at 5 degrees, which is a Leo degree, so this can talk about like self-expression, etc. Jupiter at an 11th degree, we're breaking free, we're doing something different. Venus over here, whoever this is, at these killer be killed degrees, 18, I feel like this is somebody who's like, it's do or die. Like, I have to do this. Like, I have to collaborate with Pisces, or like I have to get them to marry me, or something like that. Okay. And then you guys are obviously going to be having the North Node in your 2nd house of the money that you make, your self-worth and your self-value. So, maybe this podcast or this writing project or this marriage, okay, is somehow making you money in some way, okay? So I feel like there's going to be a big focus on that anyway. So thanks a lot, Pisces, and good luck. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you'd like to become a part of my personal and private Discord, get access to perks, or become more of a personalized part of my channel and make potential revenue from my channel, make sure that you go ahead and click the link that says become a more personalized part of my channel with Gigastar. Click the link and it'll take you right to the page, so that way you can access more information. Also, make sure that you're following me on Twitter and Instagram. All of that information can be found in the description box below. Good luck.